Borsari. Alright, so this is my pillow. Chill, man. It's just sliced potatoes. I have sunglasses on because sunglasses are chill. Let's nosedive right into this bad boy. Alright, so I'm sitting there in the booth of a diner, right? And emotions are flying across my body, through my brain, faster than a grass through goose, right? And so anger, jealousy, pain, rage, this is all I'm thinking about. I'm looking in front of me and I'm like, what the hell is this? And now you're probably thinking, what is this guy talking about? He's off his rocker, right? What is he talking about? So let me set the scene. It's a sunny day. It's a Saturday in Brewster, beautiful day, great town. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get some breakfast. I wake up, I go out to my Jeep. That's me in front of my Jeep. I say, I'm gonna go to Bob's Diner. So I drive to Bob's Diner, my favorite diner in Brewster. Like I said, it's a beautiful sunny day. And I walk on in there, I get out of my car, I go in, the lady comes up to me and she's like, hi son, would you like a table? And I'm like, yes, table for one, I'm all by myself today. No one loves me. And so then I go into the diner, right? And I go in, I'm inside, I'm sitting there. First she asked me, what would I like to drink? And what do you think I order? Wrong, Yoo-hoo, you know why? Because I'm too cool for school. And then she asked, what do you want to order? And I'm ready because I love breakfast. So first I order a breakfast burrito, then a side of bacon, and then the big guns. My favorite part of the meal, hash browns. Hash browns from Bob's Diner are $9, a ridiculous price for a side of hash browns. But I don't care. They're crispy, salty, buttery, beautiful in your mouth. And when they're done right, they make me happy. So I'm sitting there, and now the waiting game has begun, right? So it's about 6 minutes in, and I like smell the aura coming from the grill. And I look back, and there she is. She's smiling, walking over with my plates of food. So first, she puts down the breakfast burrito. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You can see the crispiness of like the tortilla, and the golden cheese is like spilling out with like the fluffy eggs, right? We love that. And then the bacon, it's crispy, but like a little chewy, like you want to mix. You don't want it just crispy, just chewy. And then I close my eyes, because I know my favorite part is coming, right? Hash browns. So I'm sitting there thinking about it. The crispiness, biting into the first bite, it's gonna be great. And as the plate clinks down, I open my eyes. You know what I see? Cold, lumpy home fries. Dry, gross, no good. Does anyone here like home fries? Anyone? Raise your hand. No, you're wrong, because home fries are shit. Home fries are not good. I hate home fries. And you see, this was a small moment of my day. It was probably about 10 seconds from when she sat it down. And most people would just say, ma'am, I wanted hash browns, not home fries. But not me, because that's rude. So I sit there and I eat the home fries, and they suck, they're dry, mouth is gross. And this is such a small moment, but it ruined my whole breakfast. I couldn't get over it. It ruined that hour-long breakfast that I was all excited about. And the worst part is I had to pay for those dry, lumpy home fries. So you're probably thinking now, is this whole talk about potatoes? Yes, I'm just kidding. No, it's not, because that wouldn't make sense. But as I was sitting in my house thinking about what to talk about, I stumbled across this memory from it was earlier in this year, around when COVID was opening up, and who wouldn't want to go get food when COVID's stopping? So I'm sitting there, and I thought about this, and I was like, that's it, that's what I'm talking about. No, it wasn't just about potatoes, but instead, it was about the small moments that we have in our life and how they affect our emotions and the grasp they can have on us. Like ruining my breakfast because I got home fries instead of hash browns. So you see, every day we have tons of small moments in our life. It could be interactions with families and friends, work and social events, time alone, going out to eat, little things like that, where 10-second, 15-second, maybe minute-long moments, and these events can have a big part of our day, part of our week. They can have a huge impact. So some of the moments are happy moments, like laughing with your friends, finding money you didn't know in your pocket, or phone case found $20 on my phone today was great. When someone smiles at you, doing something you love, stress-free, going out with friends, soda pop, who knows? Hearing a song you like out of nowhere, that's the best, like in the grocery store. But there's also the bad things, and the bad things have a much bigger grasp on our life, because the good things, they'll make you smile, but the bad things can lead to a lot more issues in your life. So some of the examples of things that can cause, throw us for a loop, leave a sour taste in our mouth. Arguments with friends, getting a dirty look from a passing person, hate that. feeling left out, being told you're wrong, losing money, being told to calm down when someone messes up your food order, gives you home fries, because that's janked up. And the worst part about this is when it leads to grudges, because grudges are bad. And we've all had grudges in our lives, have we not? Everyone have a grudge here before? Maybe someone did something to you, so you gave them the silent treatment, you ignored them, or you called them an insult because you felt that's the way you were going to dish out justice to them. And that's what you felt was right to do. So some grudges will last an hour, some will last 2 days, maybe your friend said something to you, but it turns into a problem when a grudge lasts over a year, or maybe a lifetime for some people, family feuds, things like that. And these grudges can lead to a depressed mental state, they can lead to a decline even in physical state, and you'll build up hatred over time. And psychologists say that most grudges are a cause of one of 5 reasons or a mix of the 5. 5 are unrealistic expectations, feeling offended, jealousy, assumptions, or feeling left out. You see, and the worst part about it is that often when these are for long-term grudges, you normally after a while you forget the details or why you got into the fight. So then it's kind of stupid the more you think about it, but as people we don't see this as, oh, this is stupid, I should move on. We're like, I gotta keep going, it's been so long, this person wronged me. And they actually did a study recently where they had 2 groups of adults. They split them into a group of people who had a memory where they forgave someone for doing something wrong and showed empathy, and a group where the people didn't forgive someone, they held a grudge. They told them to each remember the memory twice, one before a mental test and one before a physical test. And the group who remembered the emotions where they forgave and showed empathy performed better on both tests by a landslide. And this just shows that even a grudge from way back, even though the person forgot about it now, these emotions still latched onto their life and had control. See, the small moments, whether positive or negative, will both conjure up emotions for you. The small positive moments can create emotions like happiness, joy, laughter, hope, pride, love, and faith. Hopefully you can take emotions like this and it can make your whole day or your week or even your month. Maybe someone smiled at you and that's just what you needed and that helped you through your week. But the negative moments can do the same, bring up feelings of anger, resentment, jealousy, regret, guilt, and sadness. And guilt, sadness, or fear. And these often last much longer. You get mad at a friend, that could last weeks, months, who even knows? You might not be that person's friend ever again, and it destroys relationships. So what's the solution, you might ask? Learning to let go. But it's not that simple, despite sounding simple. You see, we as humans are wired to take our emotions and put them out there. If we're angry at someone, we feel we have to make sure they know we're angry. We have to know they're upset. So wait, how can we learn to let go? There's a quote by an unknown scholar. It's on the board, I'm gonna read it for you, it's kind of blurry. So it says, so you have $86,400 in your account and someone stole $10 from you. Would you be upset and throw all of the $86,390 away in hopes of getting back at the person that took the 10 from you? Or would you move on and live, right? Move on and live. See, we have 86,400 seconds in every day, so don't let someone's negative 10 seconds ruin the rest of your 86,390. Don't sweat the small stuff, life is bigger than that. And you see, this is like a great step back in perspective because he takes it from another angle that's very similar. And if you heard this, you'd be like, well, yeah, obviously you should let it go. You're not going to lose $86,000. But even when we know this, we know letting go is the better option. We never really do that. We'll still hold on and we'll throw away a whole day to try and get back at the person who gave you a dirty look in the hallway or didn't invite you to their sweet 16. So even though we know it's wrong, sometimes it's hard to get past this. So the MayoClinic.org offers these steps to use in your everyday life to learn how to let go and forgive. So first one is recognize the value of forgiveness. Understand what it will do for you and how great it is. Identify what needs healing. Like, don't just be angry and not know what you're upset about, why you're mad. Figure out how to fix it. Consider seeking counseling. This would be for like a longer term issue, or if the issue is happening, like if you get in a 3-day grudge with your friend every day, maybe you should see someone, or if it's year long, you should talk to someone. Understand your emotions and what they're doing to you. Holding grudges can really affect your mental state, physical state, your appearance, everything about you, and it will destroy relationships. Choose to forgive. Don't be always the person who they have to come to me first. Be the person who's going to go up to them and say, this is what you did, but I'm going to forgive you for it. And move away from the role as the victim. And no one's asking you to let go of big moments. For example, COVID, that's a huge thing. No one's gonna be like, just let go of it, it's COVID. Because that's like trying to swallow a whole bag of potatoes. It's not gonna happen. So but that's a time where you need to let go of the small bad moments because they're gonna just build up then and pile on top of COVID. But it's also when you have a positive small moment where your emotions are great, you need to cherish that. Laughter, smiles, times with friends, because that'll help you through a dark time like that where you're really sad. And so once you start to let go of things, you will feel good, like this dancing pig from the internet. And it'll improve everything about you. And one of the biggest things is they said it'll improve your physical appearance easily because you'll just be happier, you'll look brighter, and you'll have energy to go do things. Thank you.
To be fair, I like